Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. Gemini, thank you for all the love and support you've shown the channel. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so Gemini, this is about what lessons this experience been trying to teach you, just to give you a little insight on what's going on, the lesson you've been working on. Okay, I already shuffled all the cards. I shuffled these already, so I'm just gonna. Okay. No, these need to be shuffled a little bit more. See what you've been working on. All right, ready to go. A message for Gemini. Oh, hold on, Gemini. Your card just flew all across the room. Gemini, you've been working on forgiveness. Is you mad at somebody? This card just flew all the way across the table. Okay, so I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Okay, and then the balance. So this is how to balance out situations when it's time to forgive, just letting that go so you can stay in balance. Because sometimes resentments are kind of block out our not only our intuition but just manifestations. It could just block out a lot, especially when it comes to love. Also, okay. So that's what you've been working on. Let's get you a card with this. Look at that. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events in your head, over in your head. Okay. So you learning how to forgive and forget, like stop just holding on to things. And that's your biggest lesson you're learning right now. Okay, let's get started. We're going to do the Celtic cross with this reading. Present situation, we have a devil, but look what you have with it. Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. So this is about stuff coming together, you releasing them resentments and all that energy and just rising above it. And that's what you at presently, okay? What's crossing you is the Knight of Cups with fear of intimacy, listening, and ego, okay? So basically, just as following your heart, because a part of you still holding on to it a little bit, and that's what's the challenge is, how you cannot ascend this obstacle is kind of just letting it go and kind of following your heart, opening back up, and just not listening to your ego like, well, this person did this and did that, and so it's about just letting go now, okay? And especially those fears. Distant past, you was in the Two of Swords, opening heart, so you were blocked in a distant past with the heart with the key, okay? So where you were closed off, I feel like you did the opposite. So in the past, you did kind of open up a little bit, but it was still parts of this you didn't know about. And then in a recent past, you have the moon with interested and conversing more, awaiting a message arrive, text message. So this is telling me that in the recent past, you kind of faced a lot of those fears and was interested in how you can move forward, even though you were in the dark about a lot with the moon there, especially emotions. It's just like you were interested in just letting this go, period. And probably this Two of Swords energy too. Best outcome, the Empress, and that's that abundance, taking a chance, just opening up, being more loving, and it's creating abundance, listening to your divine guidance with taking a chance, being strategic, and just having options. Just I feel like the options part of this card with the Empress is just being just choosing love, just choosing to be cool with the whole situation, and it's going to cause you to flourish, okay? And then the immediate future, look at this, you have the Emperor, so you have created some type of balance. You did the masculine part of it, now it's time to open up that inner world. Like it's like, right, you may have kind of established a stability towards the outside in the meet. Well, this is what you're working on. The best outcome is just that healthy balance between the two, okay? And it's going to create stability in a major way, because this is a major arcana and this is a major arcana. So you've been working on your yin and yang energy, okay? Yin energy. So this is about determined to be stable, to grow, to persevere, permanence, endurance, and flexibility. Especially if you a little stern with everything, you might lighten up a little bit about the whole situation in the immediate future. Factors affecting this situation: the hangman and mirroring each other, self-image. Just this is about self-reflection, Gemini, and that's what's affecting this situation. Introspection. You see introspection, gaining that enlightenment and that introspection of how this is affecting you and holding you back, and that's what's affect. Because when you hold on to the resentments, even you see how much major arcana is out here, so it's really affecting you in a major way. That's why the divine wants you to kind of like work on letting it go, and that way things can move a little smoother. External influences, divine timing, and attracting the things that you do want, allowing things to work out in your favor, the wheel of turn, letting that cycle be over so you can be more happy and more passionate about life, even friends, whatever whatever you needed to forgive, a relationship, a third party interference, whatever it is happened. It's about divine timing and allowing cycles to close out, knowing, understanding that sometimes we sometimes we down and sometimes we up, and right now you're in the process of going up, so it's about releasing all this so you can. Okay, hopes and fears. Three of Cups. My nose itching, excuse me, you guys. The Three of Cups and the Phoenix. Okay, this is you hoping for a new phase, hoping things could come together, work themselves out, especially with the Three of Cups rising above all of that, but maybe fearing that it won't, because I always look at hopes and fear as the same thing. It's like that hope, but it's also a fear too. Like, I want things to work out. I want to change how my mind grow above this situation, but it's certain factors that make you feel like you won't, especially with that Moon card. And final outcome, you have the Seven of Wands. So with the butterfly, your final outcome is that you finally rise above it. So actually, the Phoenix, with your hopes and fears, is your actual outcome. It may take some time to get all the way up the Phoenix, but this is saying you will rise above this situation. You do, like, this is a Seven of Wands. Stand your ground, stand firm, because you're moving up in the world. It's a lot of growth that you've done already, and it's put you in a better spot with the Seven of Wands. Okay, let's get you some more cards. Communicating freely. I communicate from the depths of my being. This is going to open you up to communicating, especially if you've been feeling like blocked, kind of like a defensive. You finna get out of that phase and start communicating how you truly feel. Maybe it's like you feel like it's not worth talking, but whatever it is, you're going to be able to have a way to talk, just express the way you feel about the whole situation. Look, there go the there go the opportunity, and then to release. You see that? So let's get one more card. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Okay, so this is one of the lessons you learn, and maybe more, but this is the one that the divine wants to bring to your attention. And that's what I have for you, Gemini. Hope it helps. Bye.